Was playing more aggressively pre-flop.
Welcome to Bonesaw Poker. I'm Brad, and this is a week in the life of a recreational poker player. Let's get into it. Good morning. It's Monday, February 24th. Time for another week. Let's get into it.
All right, gang, it is Monday morning. A little bit rainy, so we'll do this inside the car. Hopefully the lighting isn't too bad. And so far we only have 2 stops because that was all we could get printed out on Friday. I had to wait for more stuff to come in over the weekend, and the internet is down at work. So who knows how many stops we have today. We'll find out later. And then for poker today, I don't have a whole lot on deck. I'll watch Rice after 6, and I'm going to re-watch or listen to Mark Goon's strategy video, and I'm not sure what else after that. Might just be some hair metal, who knows. But I got a question for you, and we'll probably be doing this over several days. Going pro. Would you go pro if you could? Just broad strokes without even getting into the details of it, the logistics of it. Would you go pro if you could? If you felt like you had the chops? Or would that take the fun out of a hobby that you enjoy? Or would it just be too much unknown, too much risk, too much uncertainty that like a job brings? I get paid every 2 weeks. I know how much is coming out for health insurance. I know how much is being matched for 401k, etc. So that's the first one. Would you even do it if you could? If you're going to do it, the next question is, how much would you have to make? Would you have to make more than what you're making now? Would you settle for 80% of what you're making now, 60% of what you're making now? Now, I understand that compensation is different than just gross pay. Like, I get my pay, but I also have health insurance where the company covers a portion of that. I pay the other portion, and I get vacation time, and I have very good 401k matching. Unlike when I owned my own truck and I was self-employed for 3 years, we had to do insurance through my wife's work, and there was nobody to pay me vacation time, and there was nobody matching retirement money. And where I'm at now, they match quite nicely. So that is, I know that it's not, that it's hard to do it apples to apples. You know, if you hypothetically made 50K a year and you got vacation time, 10% match on your 401k contributions, and if they're contributing, $700 a month towards your health insurance, you're definitely making more than just 50K. So to go play poker for 50K, you'd be taking a severe chop. So I'm not sure how many of you watch Rice. I'm gonna guess most of you do. That's Vegas Poker Nomad. If you don't, I would recommend it. It's a very interesting channel. He is a poker pro. That's the bulk of his income. He's got YouTube now, and he last year he dealt during the tournament series over the summer at Orleans in Vegas, but for the most part he's been making his living off of playing low stakes poker, and he lives in Airbnbs and hotels, and that's about it. So I mean, that's kind of an extreme form of it. So tell me, if you follow him, what you think of his lifestyle. I think I like the simplicity of it. You know, he doesn't have to fix things around the house, doesn't have to build a shed. any of that kind of stuff. Doesn't have to worry about the air conditioner going out or any of that kind of stuff. That's definitely a lot more simplified lifestyle. Which you could say, hey, well, so I'll just go rent. Not a bad idea. Lately, I've been kind of thinking that is a good idea. It's just the weekends are getting filled with home stuff. So that's it for today.
Good morning. It is Tuesday. We got the tanker today. We have 5 stops Tampa, one stop St. Pete. So not too bad of a day. So to continue our discussion on going pro. So the next question is, if you went pro, tournament or cash? Or would it be a mixture of the two? I know that there's cash players that have zero interest in playing tournaments, but I think tournament players tend to like to play both. So give me your opinion on that, which one you do. And then also too is, what about mixed games? Would you throw mixed games in there? Good morning. It is Wednesday. No tanker today, one stop, but it's Miami. Now, I got started at 3 this morning, over here pre-tripping. Go back, grab the trailer, pre-trip that. It's already loaded, so that's huge. So we're gonna see if we can't turn and burn Miami in under 13 hours. We'll see. It'd be nice. For poker today, we got Berkey's podcast and Rice, of course. Then I don't know, I might put on Tommy Angelo and Lee Jones, Poker Simple. Might have that on in the background later on. We'll see. I'm not 100% sure. And we'll talk about going pro later on. All right, so I got down here at 9, and they have to load their trucks before I can unload. So it's already 10:40, and they're still loading their trucks. So there's no way we're getting this day done in sub 13 hours. We're gonna hope for sub 15 hours. And then what I was talking about earlier, so if you're gonna turn pro, would you relocate? Would you move to Vegas, Bay Area? Would you go to Florida? Would you go to Texas for playing cash because it's by the hour, raked? So let me know what you do there. And then, so am I going pro anytime soon? No, not at all. My goal is, oh, I thought they were calling me. My goal is that to be a winning player by the time I retire, so when I retire, I can spend a lot of time in the card room and not lose money on my hobby. Now, if between now and then I get good enough to make as much playing poker as I do working, okay, sure, fine, but I don't really expect that to happen. So that's just, if that were to happen, okay, great, but that's not part of the plan. So throw it down in the comments what you think. 11:26, still not in yet. So today sucks. It is 12:27, we're about halfway through being unloaded, and I'm going to take the Florida Turnpike north to State Road 60, take that west, because if I leave now and go Alligator Alley to I-75 north, I'm going to spend hours in Sarasota, because that'll be Sarasota's rush hour, and that's a parking lot. Once I get through there, then I got to get through the Tampa parking lot, or Tampa traffic getting into Tampa. So we're gonna go the other way, and it's gonna be a long day. So we'll see you at the end. Good morning, gang. It is Thursday. We got the tanker today. We're gonna go load it. First stop St. Pete, 3 Sarasota, 2 Fort Myers, and then hustle back here to Tampa and get 2 more done. So it's gonna be a long day. Yesterday was 15 hours. Today's gonna be probably 12, 13, hopefully not over 13. For poker today, I don't know. I'll just have to look later when I get a chance. I don't know if Berkey did a podcast or not. The one I watched yesterday, it was mediocre. And then For Bonesaw Poker, I'm Brad. Thanks for watching, and remember, everything you want is on the other side of fear.